Welcome back, loyal fans, to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In the last episode, we found the cure to the Racul disease, and we gave it to someone. Who it was, you have to find out in the last episode. Yeesh! In this episode, we're going to explore more of the Undercity. Not much to explore, but let's go look a little bit more around where the Raculs are, you know. Maybe we can find the missing apprentice. That's something we're thinking about, you know. If we find it, great. If we can't, no big deal. I never really went into detail on why they're down here. There's actually a option to find out, but I don't want to waste all that time. So basically, a big civil war happened hundreds of years ago, something like that. Not exactly. And the rich won. Not the rich, just a certain group won, and they became the rich. The upper levels, and they banished the losers down here. So it's sort of like a punishment. Who's this? He looks familiar, though first time you play you don't really remember him.
Don't move. I'm not afraid to use this blaster if I have to.
Settle down, kid. We've already lost enough men to those damn Raculs. The last thing we need now is more casualties from a needless firefight. By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are. To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods. Let me give you some advice. Forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just head back from where you came.
Are you threatening me?
Mandalorians don't make threats. We make promises. But I'm just trying to give you a friendly warning. This isn't a good place to stand around chatting. The Undercity is crawling with Raculs. I've already lost a half a dozen men to those monsters.
Canderous, I heard something. Over there, in the shadows. Sounded like a Racul.
Good thing this isn't a horror movie, or you'd
Looks
be
like
dead.
we've got company. Get those blasters ready, boys.
Alright, let's fight! Come on, Carf, do some good. There is, of course, a major disadvantage having a sword out here, so if you're having problems, switch to a gun.
Damn. I told Davik this salvage mission was a bad idea. His men aren't trained for this kind of thing, and I can't babysit them all. Okay, boys. We're getting out of here before I lose anyone else. I can't carry all this salvage back by myself. You'd be smart to get out of here as well. Even if you can handle the Raculs, I doubt there's anything worth finding anymore.
What do you mean by that?
Davik sent me down here with this motley crew to scavenge whatever we could from the Republic escape pods that crashed during the recent battle overhead. But the lower city gangs got here first. Anything worthwhile in those Republic pods is probably in their hands by now. Davik won't like that.
What do you know about the lower city gangs? If they have it, it'd be useful to know stuff about them.
This isn't really the best place to have these kinds of conversations.
True.
But I guess I could spare a couple of seconds for you. After all, you did help us out with those Raculs. The lower city is overrun with gangs, but the two most important ones are the Hidden Becks and the Black Vulkars. Used to be the Becks were the big dog and kept the others in line. But lately the Black Vulkars are moving in on Beck turf and challenging them for control. The Vulkars are even starting to defy Davik. Take these escape pods, for example. Everyone knew Davik would want first crack at them. But I know for a fact those damn Vulkars have already sent their own salvage party down here.
What can you tell me about Davik, then?
What are you, an off-worlder?
Yes.
Everyone knows Davik. He's a member of the Exchange. You know, the interstellar crime syndicate. Smuggling, gambling, extortion. Davik controls it all here on Taris. That's why I'm working for him. But lately, the lower city gangs have been giving my boss some trouble.
Well, let's get going.
Come on, boys, let's move out.
Okay, let's level up. I've been poisoned! Nope. Let's see. It'd be better if I get some two-handed here. Oh, yeah, add feet and then press OK. Yeesh. There we go. Still poisoned. Huh. Weird. Oh well. Let's keep on looking. There has to be something down here. There's Rakghoul after Rakghoul. Actually, Rakghouls were made by, basically Sif. They took regular people and made them into Rakghouls, and whatever they touched became Rakghouls. I did some studying on them, and they can be intelligent or they can be stupid. All of them are intelligent, but it's animal instincts that make them stupid. So that was interesting to read about that. Wikipedia is your friend. No, I'll let the other two deal with them. Hey, there's a body over here. Yeah, we're handling these guys differently. Oh yeah, very easy. But that's because we leveled up so much. I guess another possible way to fight in the pit is do this and then come back. But I didn't want to do that. It would take too much time, and I want to keep things a little bit more constant. Oh, this is interesting. The journal. He would want to see that. I can't see why not. Let's just finish off these guys. Rakghoul Fiend. So is there a Rakghoul friend? I don't know. Why call him Fiend? Just say Rakghoul. It makes no sense. Oh well. So I'm actually back a little bit early from college today. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the professor, but yeah, sitting in class and boom, next second someone gets the email saying no class. So I'm happy. I don't know. It seems kind of odd on the third day that we already are missing out on class. Hope nothing bad happened to the professor. I should look up about that. But you don't care about my life. My life's boring. You want to know about Mini Boy 5 playing Knights of the Old Republic, because you don't want to know who's behind Mini Boy 5. Well, even if you did, I won't tell you. I'm not allowed to. You know, because the other voice actors, they get kind of embarrassed if their friends sort of found out about how goofy they are acting. Because I did it once, and I actually showed them doing it. I thought it was pretty good, but they didn't like it, so I had to take it down, and wasn't able to continue on. But I made a new channel, this channel, and here we are, making these. They're perfectly fine with voice acting. So yeah, a little history. I think I've said it a couple times, but it's still something.
Greetings once more, Upworlder. Do you bring news of my apprentice? Have you discovered her fate and proved yourself to be a true savior of my people?
Your apprentice is dead. I have a journal.
It is as I feared, then. She joins the list of those who have given their lives in the service of our cause. But though I am saddened by this news, there is yet hope. By finding my apprentice, you have proved yourself worthy, Upworlder. You are to be the beacon on our path to salvation. You will guide us to the Promised Land.
Oh, the Promised Land will be so grand. We'll get our fill from the grill. Oh, wrong Promised Land? Oh well. Guide you? I don't even know where the Promised Land is. Be so great. No, I forgot the words.
You are marked, Upworlder. Even my dim old eyes can see the mantle of destiny that cloaks you. Perhaps old Rookhill knows you better than you know yourself. I am old. I have lived 100 years in the Undercity, cast down into the darkness. I know the legends and history of our people, and now you must learn it too.
I think this is it. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, an option. I thought you had to talk to the leader about this, but this is it. Might as well listen to it so you can get a better understanding.
The great city of Taris covers the entire surface of this planet. There is no land to grow food. Kelp harvests and the creatures of the sea are our only food source. A century ago, rising levels of toxic pollution poisoned the oceans, and famine swept the planet. The rich hoarded food for their own use, and the poor were left to starve and die.
From what I've seen of Taris, it doesn't look like much has changed. Except for the upper city, people here are just as bad off as the poor in your little history.
But the poor rose up against this tyranny, and civil war engulfed the planet. Millions died in the fighting, and huge sections of Taris were destroyed or abandoned. The rebellion was crushed in the end. Thousands were taken prisoner. The jails could not hold them all, and so the practice of banishing all prisoners to the Undercity was born.
And that's how you came down here.
Many brave men and women were banished here to the Undercity for their part in the rebellion. People like my father and grandfather were cast down, along with their families.
What did you expect? If they could get away with it, the Teresian nobles would stuff their own mothers down here to make more room in the upper city.
Oh,
now we
mission.
live a dark existence beneath the streets of Taris, a life devoid of all hope but one, the Promised Land. And you will be the one to show us the way to get there.
Okay, I'd be stupid if I asked what. How can I lead you to the Promised Land even if I don't know what it is?
Legends tell of a self-sufficient colony founded just before the famine and lost during the Civil War. A paradise beneath the Undercity where droid servants tend to every need. For many years I searched for the Promised Land, just as my grandfather and father did before me. When I became old and gray, my apprentice continued the search on my behalf.
Sounds like a myth to me. Something to give the people here some false hope to cling to so they don't go mad with despair.
I have collected many clues hinting at its location. The journal of my apprentice provides yet more information. But still, there are too many pieces missing from this puzzle. But I know my father and grandfather each had journals where they recorded their own discoveries. Perhaps with their journals, I could at last uncover its hidden location.
I have one of the journals you're looking for.
Yes, Upworlder. Well done. However, I see that this journal alone does not have enough clues for me to solve this mystery. Too many pieces are still missing. I'm afraid that only with all three journals, my grandfather's, my father's, and my apprentice's, will I be able to discover the location of the Promised Land. I will leave this journal with you for safekeeping for now. Perhaps it will aid you in your search for the others. I wish you luck, Upworlder, for the sake of the entire village.
So my character is really curious about this. He's not very confident there is a Promised Land, but if those journals could point to it, that'd be a really interesting discovery, so he's curious. Carf?
Yes, what's it?
Let's continue our discussion.
I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, but I'm bored. Spit it out.
Cute. Nice to know you're so full of concern. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt, though. I don't know why you're so interested. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
That name sounds familiar. I don't know, it comes out from the blank part of my mind where I don't remember anything. Just saying.
With good reason. Admiral Saul Karath is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again.
You didn't think he would betray the Republic? Really?
Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
Do you really believe that?
I don't know, maybe. He might have killed me if I tried, or I might have killed him. I was stupid, however, and I let him go. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
So, is that all of it then?
No, it's not. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Let's go. Fine, Mario Kart, we'll go. Mission, yeah, you're not going to be able to talk to her for a while, so don't even bother with it. Oh, that was a big break for Karf. I don't remember. Like I said, I was about to tell you something.
Talking with Rukel. He told you his legends about the Promised Land, didn't he? He told you all about his missing apprentice and the other lost explorers, right? You know, most people don't believe his stories. They figure he's nothing but an old cook. But I think there might be some truth in what he's saying. That's why I want to stop him.
Stop him? What are you talking about?
For an outcast, I've got things pretty good. The village relies on me to bring in food and supplies. I'm an important man. If it wasn't for Gendar, I'd be running this place.
I get the feeling if it wasn't for Gendar, this place would be a lot worse off than it is.
But if Rukel ever finds his Promised Land, I'm sunk. People won't need to rely on me anymore. I'll just be another nobody like all the rest of the villagers. I won't let that happen.
But if you do find the Promised Land, I'm pretty sure you won't have to worry about working, and that's why you actually want to be important, because when you work, you get money, and you want money. And when you're in the Promised Land, you won't need money, because you'll have everything you need. Let's just say that's what's going to happen. So that's... Why would you want to do that? No, never mind. So what do you want me to do? I mean...
The two explorers who went searching for the Promised Land might have found something. They might have found clues or evidence, just like Rukel's apprentice. They would have recorded that information in their journals. I'll pay you if you bring all 3 journals to me. The 2 from the explorers and the 1 from Rukel's apprentice. Then I can destroy the evidence and make sure nobody ever finds the Promised Land. I've saved up enough credits for my business here to make it worth your while if you help me.
So he's willing to pay me to destroy the journals of a possible Promised Land. Now that might be interesting because it could be a big lie, but think about it. He is a beggar. He is an outcast. He has nothing. What could he possibly give me? So forget about it.
Don't be a fool.
Fool!
I'm the only one here who can pay you for those journals.
Fool!
Rukel has nothing. He won't be able to come up with any kind of reward. Once you have all 3 journals, just bring them to me and I'll give you a decent reward. Now, was there something else you needed?
Fool! I'll be going now, Slime.
Okay, you'll come back and see me if you want a deal.
So yes. So now we have 2 choices. So as I was saying, this place used to glitch out before I knew about the patch. So I could only get, for years actually, I could only get the first part of Terrace done. So I used to know everything about this place. So I knew exactly when Karf was going to talk. So that's why I'm so thrown off. Let's check out the map quickly. Yeah, we explored everywhere. Let's go to the sewers. Why not? Silence! You don't want silence, or do you? I don't know. So entering the sewers, where our mission is at our best for helpfulness. Well, maybe. I guess it's your opinion. No, I'm not even going to say that. Okay. Guys, you can shoot any time. Just look at all these names. Sorry if I say the names wrong. I realized I said gun once instead of blaster. To me, it really doesn't make that big of a distance. It's distance difference. Very, very nice. Let's see. Let's go this way. So, let's go ahead and find that Wookiee. 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 Someone move this walking carpet. Someone move this walking carpet. Da-da. Okay. I don't remember exactly. Oh, part 1. Okay, good, good. And a droid. Nice. So, we need to repair the droid. Who's good at repair? I believe Mission is, but we're going to check. Let's see, I have 0 repair. Very nice. You know about Carve. Let's just look at Mission. 2, really. Let's look at Carve. I trust Mission more. Reactivate. Let's see, how many parts do I have? Not a lot. So let's just patrol. And that's it. I gotta remember to buy some parts. I still don't have enough money to buy all the parts I want. Oh, this is awkward.
Yes?
Yeah, whatever. Let's open up the door. Oh, great. Gamorreans! Pig people! And they're chopping me up in little pieces. Fight already! There we go, much better. Seems to be guarding something.
Look at this. This is one of those old-style manual locks. No computer codes or nothing. The sewers is the only place you'd see one of these on Terrace. You can't use conventional security spikes on these old locks. But don't worry. I've come across them before. I've rigged up a little device that should do this.
Excuse you? It's a Wookiee!
I'm glad to see you too, Big Z. You didn't think I'd forget about you. Mission and Zaalbar, together forever. These are my new friends, Big Z. Without them, I could never have got you out.
Maybe I should talk Wookiee. No, I can't even do that. Good to meet you, Zaalbar. I'm John Nova. This is the best day of my life. What? No.
Life's dead. You sure about that, Big Z? Think about it carefully. You better be sure about this. you? Wow, this is major. Do you realize what it means?
Let me guess. It means I got a walking carpet following me for the rest of my days. Awesome!
Hey, don't make fun of the life debt. This is serious business, you know? A life debt is the most solemn vow a Wookiee can make. It means he'll stay by your side for the rest of your life. Wherever you go, whatever you do, Zaalbar will be with you.
I am honored to accept this vow.
I guess this means you're stuck with me, too.
No!
Seagoes, I'm going. I almost lost him once. It's not gonna happen again.
Glad to have you aboard, Mission. Just ignore that epic no.
So, I guess I still owe you one secret path into the Vulcar base. That was the deal, wasn't it? Don't worry. I know a back door into that scum den.
Just tell me how to get there.
I better come with you. The Vulcars put up a force shield to keep the sewer dwellers out. I'm one of the only non-Vulcars on Taris who can get you past it. I can't remember exactly how to get there, but I know it was somewhere here in the sewers. Over to the northeast, if I remember right. I just hope the Rancor monster isn't still there.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
There used to be a Rancor monster that made its nest in that part of the sewers. Pretty much eats anything it can get its claws on. That thing is huge! Luckily, Rancors aren't too bright. I was able to sneak past it before, so I'm sure we'll figure something out. That is, unless you want to change your mind.
That's really not an option, so let's go.
Okay then, off we go. Like I said, somewhere to the southeast. Just look for the force shield, and we'll know we're there.
Ooh! So, Karf is going to be left behind for a little bit. We might as well exercise a new Wookiee friend. So, this is Zaalbar, Mission's best friend. I thought I was her best friend. Anyway, so he's the strong silent type as said before. Basically, throughout the rest of the game, it's going to be strong silent type. I'll show you what I mean. He actually has a very big story with Kashyyyk, which will be shown, which will be mentioned again. And he's very, how's his character? He's very loyal, but very secretive. Sometimes his loyalty goes too far, and it sort of destroys his own integrity. So overall, he's an okay character, but he falls under the same thing as Mission, as it starts out good but ends not so important. Also, in a fight, he's pretty good. He's pretty strong with a sword or a blaster. It really doesn't matter which. We'll figure that out when I level him up. So I'm gonna quickly check to see how much time we have left, and see if this will be the end of the episode or not.